And joining us on this channel, Sports 7GH. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very, very much. Today, my legendary, fantastic former captain of the Black Stars and top scorer of the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars, Asamoah, spoke to Asempa FM today, and he said a lot of things, but we are just going to look to about just two things, but in fact just one thing. The fact that he mentioned that the next Black Stars should be built around the Mohammed Kudus. He said that the next Black Stars should be built around Mohammed Kudus. Do you agree with that statement, that the next Black Stars should be built around Mohammed Kudus, or what is your take on the whole issue? A lot of Ghanaians are talking about that. It looks like a lot of people do not agree that the next Black Stars should be built around Mohammed Kudus. What is your take on that? I'm going to say mine. I am going to say mine. So you to say yours or have your say in the comment section of this video. We're also going to talk to you about other things, Inaki Williams, Thomas Partey, and the rest. In this video, do well to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell, and select or leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very, very much for staying. Now, today, when Asamoah was speaking, in fact, I've posted a video of Asamoah's interview where he spoke about a lot of issues about the DIU, about Mohammed Kudus, about the new Black Stars coach Otuado, John Pencil as assistant coaches of the Black Stars, and a whole of issues, his replacement, and all of that. I've posted that video on this particular channel, and you can go through my videos and watch the full video, about 90 minutes video, solid one. But before, we are just looking at one or two things he said, okay, and this is what he's saying about Thomas Partey. It is very important that we note this. Asamoah says that it's unfortunate that we miss a player like Thomas Partey. He is a generational talent. This year, the injuries have slowed him down a little. You can't blame him for that. And indeed, I would agree with him. If Thomas Partey is on form, he is a pure generational talent who does very well for Arsenal Football Club and for Black Stars of Ghana. So Thomas Partey, he's a solid quality player. I get a lot of people saying that when Thomas Partey comes to the Black Stars, he doesn't really do well for the Black Stars. But indeed, when you look at the quality of Thomas Partey, he's a generational talent, and the injuries hasn't really helped him. If I look at last season, the performance Thomas Partey gave to Arsenal in their fight for the league, it was remarkable and it was fantastic. This season, injuries. He's not been playing so many games, and that is the problem of Thomas Partey indeed. Let's talk about Inaki Williams, and then we'll come and talk to you about the Mohammed Kudus issue. Now, this is what Inaki Williams is saying. He has spoken concerning he deciding to play for the Black Stars, whether he regrets it or not. He has just scored one goal for the Black Stars in a lot of games. In a game versus Madagascar, he scored for Ghana. This is what Inaki Williams is saying about his decision to play for the Black Stars. I had to make a decision, and I don't regret being able to represent the country of my parents and family. I think I'm in one of the best moments because of that decision I made to play for Ghana. So Inaki Williams is making it known that he hasn't regretted at all, or he hasn't regret playing for the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. So let's Inaki Williams. Well, what else can you say? You cannot say you've regretted, though. You cannot say that. Because if you say that, I will not go well at all. So it's cool that you've not regretted. Now, let's move to the Mohammed Kudus issue. This is what Asamoah is saying about Kudus Mohammed. He says that we should build the next Black Stars, okay, around Mohammed Kudus. That's what he's saying. I don't know why people don't agree with him. I don't know, but leave that all your thoughts and comments below in the comment section. During my era, we had a lot of good players, okay, and eventually it got to my turn. At the moment, it's Mohammed Kudus. He is the only Ghanaian player performing well in Europe, and he's doing it in the Premier League. So, people are saying that we cannot build the national team around Mohammed Kudus because, one, he doesn't really show a lot of patriotism when he wants to come to the Black Stars. He doesn't show a lot of patriotism. And I'm injured and I will come late. And so people are saying you cannot build. And others are saying now, look, you Asamoah, during your time that we built the team around you, you are not doing well in Europe. Because the likes of AC and the likes of Sule Muntari, they were doing very well in Europe than you. But we built the team around you. Now, so because of that, they say that, oh, it means that we cannot build it around Kudus Mohammed. Fine. Fine. But if you don't build it around Kudus, who will you build the team around? Tell me. Because if you are saying that Asamoah was not doing well in Europe, but when he comes to the Blasters, he was doing well. Who comes to the Blasters and is doing well now? But when they go to their club side, they don't do well. Tell me, which player comes to the Blasters and will perform like Asamoah was doing? But when they go to their club side, they don't. Which player does? There's no player. Only Kudus Mohammed comes to the Blasters and still performs. You mentioned Inaki Williams, he comes, he cannot perform. You mentioned Antoine Semenyo, he comes, he cannot perform. Jordan, are you Bobo? Dede, are you Bobo? Dede, are you right now? You cannot build a team around Dede, are you? Which player would you say that, oh, he comes to the Blasters, he performs, so we should build a team around him and not around? We should build it around Kudus. Kudus is the player, we should build the Blasters. I don't know why people don't agree with this. I don't know why. Kudus is the only Blasters player currently that performs when he comes to the Blasters. He's the only player. He goes to his club side, he performs. He comes to the Blasters, he performs. Going to the AFCON 2023, people are like, oh, he didn't come early, he didn't. First game, he couldn't play because of injury. Second game, he came and decided the game for the Black Stars. He came and scored 2 goals versus Egypt. 2 goals versus Egypt. Even in the third game that he didn't score a goal, everybody saw that he was a very good player and he won the Man of the Match award in the third game versus Mozambique that we drew the game 2-2. Kudus Mohammed won the Man of the Match award. So what are you saying? Which player should we build a team around? Mention one player. Mention one. If it is not Kudus, so we should build it around Kudus. He is the player. But the thing is that we have to ensure that he is more patriotic to the Blasters. We have to talk to Kudus to tell him that, look, you have to be more patriotic to the Blasters. When the Blasters calls you have to come and come very well and stop this. I am sick and I am injured and I am that one. I agree that we have to talk about that one and ensure that Kudus Mohammed will change. But there is no player in the Blasters we can build a team around. No player. Why? Look at Fatah Wishaku and Fa and Nes Nyama Oba. Fine. Bye. It's not that good. Is that another point? Which player can you mention? Those of you are saying that we cannot build a team around Kudus. Mention one player we should build a team around. Mention. Why? Why they building a team around? Thomas Partey. He's going. Thomas Partey is old. He's going. There's no player. So I don't understand why people are actually saying that. What? Or what? If you have a player, bring the player and let's talk about him. So I think that Asamoah was on point. That is one of the controversial things people are talking about. That Kudus doesn't deserve to be built for us to build a team around him and all of that. He deserves it. And the Blasters, we should build it around Kudus. What is your take on that? Do you think that we should build a Blasters around Kudus? Or you think otherwise? Let me know your thoughts, comments, views, opinions in the comment section of this video. Like the video, hit the notification bell, and select or leave your thoughts and comments below. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.